Hey everyone. The philosophy behind a couple of super hit movies in Hollywood is based on Hinduism. Hollywood itself has actually been embracing arcane Indian systems for a long time now. A few well-known Hollywood stars have willingly and openly expressed this fact to the public. Obvious and hidden references to Hindu symbolism can be found in many movies including Batman, Superman, and Memento. Today, let's know about some of the Hollywood movies influenced by Hinduism. Let's start the video, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video.
Let's begin.
It's not surprising that James Cameron's Avatar has hit the all-time success as it portrays a picture of a cosmic nature. First of all, the word avatar is Sanskrit, an ancient Indian language in which much of India's literature was written. It is closely translated in English as incarnation. The term is most widely associated in Hinduism with Lord Vishnu, the deity, whose avatar are often depicted as having blue skin, similar to the Navi in Cameron's Avatar. Just as Hindu gods, particularly Vishnu, become avatars to save the order of the universe, the film's avatar must descend to avert impending ultimate doom effected by a rapacious greed that leads to destroying the world of nature and other civilizations. Tales of the Navis very closely resembles the monkey people or Vanaras met by Lord Rama in the deep woods of central India and who became his allies under the leadership of their king Sugriva and their champion Hanuman. Another concept found in Hindu diaspora is leaving one's body temporarily and entering the body of another person. Something quite similar happens in the movies as humans are able to temporarily enter the body of a Navi. In Hinduism, this concept is called as Parakaya Pravesham. Puranas have hundreds of stories based on astral travel or body travel. A more visible symbol in the movie is that of the characters in Avatar riding on a flying dragon-like being. This is more like Lord Vishnu riding on a giant bird, the Garuda. Peter Rader, a Hollywood movie producer, claims that the Matrix movie is actually based on yogic principles. It says that this world is an illusion. It's about Maya. That if we can cut through the illusions and connect with something larger, we can do all sorts of things. The hero of the movie gains the capabilities of advanced yogis who are believed to be able to defy laws of normal reality. Matrix is of that age when machine will reproduce the human being and have total controls of everything. There is a virtual reality program that make them feel alive, but in reality, they were in a cave where they have a connection of that virtual reality program directly behind of their head. When they go inside the virtual reality program, they feel it real because the virtual reality program hide facts that whatever they are doing is not real and they are totally in the control of a machine. In Hinduism, there is also a virtual program called Maya, made by God to hide himself to all people. So people live in the effect of Maya and think everything is real, but in reality, everything is virtual. In Hinduism, there are many saints who have seen beyond Maya and met with God. They know whatever looks as false reality is beyond this wall of imagination. The concept of guru or spiritual teacher is wonderfully depicted through the interaction of Morpheus and Neo. The action choreography of the movies, especially of that between Neo and Mr. Smith at the end, matches the descriptions of fighting between Duryodhana and Bhima in the Mahabharata. Navras, the track that plays over the closing credit, is a Vedic shloka. The song contains an adaptation of the Asatoma mantra found in the Hindu sacred text, the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad. movie Interstellar. The entire plot design was based on the ideal of a universal super consciousness that transcends space and time and in which all human life is connected. This belief has actually existed for nearly 3,000 years, and the concept itself originates from the Vedic period. In Interstellar, there is a concept: 1 hour on Miller planet is equal to 7 years on Earth. Due to a technical snag, the team is forced to spend 3 hours on that planet, resulting in the loss of 23 years on Earth. Which means 10 years old daughter of the protagonist becomes 33 years old and he remains of the same age. In Hindu mythology, once in the war between Deva and Asura, Lord Indra took the help of a human called Muchukunda. King Muchukunda helped gods in the war, but the war lasted for 1 year, and that was in heaven. After the war was over, when Muchukunda expresses desire to go back to earth to meet his family, Lord Indra tells him that 1 year in heaven is equal to 360 years on earth. Hence, his family and kingdom must have been destroyed by now with the passage of time. Srimad Bhagavad Gita gives a story that King Kakudmi and his daughter Revati travels through heaven to meet the deity Brahma. Lord Brahma explained them that time runs differently on different planes of existence, and that during the short time they had waited in heaven to see him, thousands of years had passed on earth. When King Kakudmi and Revati returned to earth, they were shocked by the changes that had taken place. Landscape and environment on earth were changed, and mankind was at a lower level of development than in their own time. The Bhagavad Purana describes that they found the race of men had become dwindled in stature, reduced in vigor, and enfeebled in intellect. McConaughey's character engages in a situation that references Indra's net. Indra's net is a Hindu metaphor that portrays the entire universe as an everlasting web of existence spun by the king of the gods, each of its intersections adorned with an infinitely sided jewel, every one continually reflecting the others.
May all be happening right now.
In Star Wars, Princess Leia is kidnapped and held against her will by an evil warlord, Darth Vader. Her desperate cry for help is delivered by a mysterious non-human entity, the android R2-D2, to the youthful hero, Luke Skywalker. The hero then comes to the princess's rescue, aided by a devoted and noble creature that is half man and half animal, Chewbacca. By the end of the original Star Wars trilogy, Luke, aided by the mystical Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi and leading legions of anthropomorphic bear soldiers, wages a huge war. Darth Vader and his evil empire are defeated, the princess is returned to safety, and peace and righteousness returns. By comparison, in the Ramayana, Princess Sita is also kidnapped and held against her will by the demon Ravana. Her cry for help is delivered by a mysterious non-human entity, Jatayu, to the youthful hero, Lord Rama. Rama then comes to his wife's rescue, aided by a devoted and noble creature that is half man and half animal, the monkey god, Lord Hanuman. Rama also wages a war to get Sita back, leading an army of Vanaras, and finally rescues her from Ravana. There are also other parallels between Star Wars and Vedic tradition. The relationship between Yoda and Luke is similar to the traditional guru and disciple relationship, and the instructions Yoda gives are almost verbatim from the Bhagavad Gita, the ancient spiritual manual spoken by Lord Krishna to Prince Arjuna before the war of Mahabharata. As the training progresses, Luke learns to control what is called the Force. Yoda explains that everything is part of the Force, such as the tree, the rock, etc. This force is very similar to the Hindu concept of the One or the universe in Hinduism. It is said that we are all part of the One, just like what Yoda said about the force. Simply put, it is concluded that Yoda was referring to the force as a force of the One. Inception is essentially Indian philosophy revisited. According to Adi Shankaracharya, the renowned exponent of the Advaita Vedanta school of philosophy, there is a dichotomy between illusion and reality. The Hindus believe that our reality is an illusion or Maya. More specifically, it is the dream of a god. The universe comes into being when the great preserver Lord Vishnu falls asleep. Brahma emerges from his navel floating on a lotus flower and begins the work of creation. After a number of eons, Vishnu awakens, Brahma is sucked back into his navel, and the universe is destroyed. According to the movie, as one goes deeper and deeper into the dream levels, time is stretched. What is 5 minutes in reality turned to an hour in level 1, and so on, increasingly exponentially and successively as one goes deeper into the levels. The deeper you go, the further removed your mind is from reality. Thus, life as we know it is but a dream generated because our God self has fallen asleep. We have forgotten our origins. We have come to believe that this dream is real. In this spiritual limbo, we will continue to be born into a life of suffering over and over. According to Hinduism, the whole world is nothing but a manifestation of God's thoughts. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies discoveries. Can't wait for the next video to learn more and be fascinated about. See you on the next. Bye.